Hello, Recapped Mystery here. Today, I'm going to explain a fantasy drama film, Marriage Simulator. Watch out and take care. Chiharu Takajo, a gorgeous Japanese girl, is introduced in the first scene. Because of the heavy weather, she gets stranded at a bus stop. Yuichi Takanagi, a young man, gets off a bus and joins her. He tries to strike up a discussion with Chiharu, but she dismisses his efforts. Yuichi gets the hint and stops speaking. In utter solitude, they wait for the rain to end. However, after a few minutes of waiting, both of them become bored. Yuichi spots a movie poster behind them and remarks that he has always wanted to see it. Chiharu also claims to have not seen a movie in a long time. The couple falls silent again, but Yuichi takes a chance and invites Chiharu on a movie date. She is taken aback and anxious about going out with a stranger, but Yuichi doesn't wait for her to respond and dashes off to buy 2 tickets. Chiharu smiles at him, and the two begin dating the next day. They are so deeply in love with each other that they decide to marry after only a few months of dating. A wedding planner shows them around a chapel and informs them about the anniversary gift services they offer. The couple purchases a package in which the company will send them anniversary gifts until the 10th year of their marriage. The 10th anniversary gift is a customized video that they will have to film for their future selves. Chiharu enthusiastically compares the videos to a time capsule, but Yuichi is skeptical. Nonetheless, he accepts to participate for the sake of his fiancée. They shoot the videos professionally. In the following scene, Yuichi asks the camera awkwardly about their 10th anniversary, while Chiharu writes a lovely message for a 35-year-old Yuichi. They go to the wedding planner that evening to finalize their venue. Chiharu notices an advertisement for a package offered by the company as they converse. It defines a particular program that assists a couple in planning their future life together. According to the planner, the program is called the Marriage Stimulator, and most couples use it to see if they are truly compatible. He asks whether they want to apply, but they are skeptical. Chiharu and her flatmate discuss her approaching marriage when she returns home that day. According to her flatmate, the couple is making a hasty decision. Chiharu claims that they are content with their relationship and that they are making the right choice. The flatmate playfully mentions a dress that Chiharu bought impulsively a few months ago and only wore once. She advises Chiharu to reconsider marriage because they have only been dating for a few months. Chiharu begins to doubt her decision as she expresses her relief at not marrying her ex-boyfriend. To be certain that she will marry him, she decides to apply to the marriage stimulant program and persuades Yuichi as well. They are discussing the program at the company's headquarters in the next scene. According to the government, scientists can estimate the couple's marriage life by evaluating their DNA, medical data, personal past, and character profile. In this way, their future marital life is stimulated and displayed to the couple in the shape of a dream. Following that, they obtain blood samples from Chiharu and Yuichi, as well as medical data and background information. The two are then seated in special seats, with a gadget linked to their heads. The doctor tells them that the future they see through the device is not absolute and is subject to alter based on their emotional reactions. Finally, the device is activated, and they are forced to sleep. Initially, the couple fantasizes about their wedding day. They stand in front of the cheering guests, eager to begin the new chapter of their lives. They wake up the first morning after the wedding just as delighted. Chiharu had made Yuichi breakfast, which the two enjoy together until they realize they like different side dishes with their breakfast. It is simply a minor concession that the two must make, but it does not end there. Chiharu realizes Yuichi always leaves the toilet seat up, causing a little quarrel in which one of them must compromise. Chiharu has a habit of leaving the lights on when they go to bed, but Yuichi cannot sleep with them on. Similarly, as time passes, the couple realizes that their lifestyles are significantly different from each other. Chiharu has had enough of her husband not listening to her, so she tells him she feels unappreciated. Yuichi, on the other hand, blames her for never dressing up, applying makeup, or looking nice. Following that, the pair is awakened for a short break. They are plainly dissatisfied after seeing what their future will be like. They try to be hopeful, assuming that they will ultimately adjust to living together. Yuichi declares that he will never leave her side, no matter what. They come encounter another couple who has also just seen their future as they descend the lift. The girl is sobbing since her boyfriend is planning to cheat on her. He attempts to explain that he would never do such a thing, but the marital stimulator has already forecast the future. They continue the stimulation and dream about Chiharu being pregnant sometime later. They talk about various names for their child and decide on Haruki for a boy and Yuka for a girl. Chiharu gives birth to a gorgeous boy in a few months. Yutaro is his mother-in-law's name. Chiharu stares nervously at Yuchi, wondering why his mother is calling their son a different name. The mother chuckles and adds that according to family tradition, the first child should be anything beginning with the letter Y. Yuchi does not want to offend his mother, so he accepts the name, although Chiharu is unhappy at him for not suggesting it earlier. Chiharu prepares a dinner for him at home and waits for him for hours on their 5th anniversary. Yuchi returns home around midnight, claiming that he has already eaten at a work dinner. Chiharu is plainly hurt and distressed, but Yuchi dismisses her attempts to make him happy. She offers they go out to dinner the next day, but Yuchi has a golf match that day. Chiharu recalls the day they met for the first time and reflects on how good life was back then. Chiharu finally expresses her pain, to which he responds that he works hard to care for the family, thus she should be joyful instead. He tells her to quit whining and be content with what she has for a change. The pair is discussing Yutaro's school tuition in the next scene. Chiharu wants to start working to give better opportunities for their child, but Yuchi claims he already makes enough for the family. Chiharu accuses him of wanting to keep her in the house because he doesn't want her to advance professionally. They get into another quarrel and begin yelling at one another. They each contend that they have made significant sacrifices for the family but are unaware of what the other has done. As their shouts become more audible, Yutaro enters their chamber, sobbing and terrified. Chiharu swiftly gets up and comforts him. Yuchi approaches her while she is embracing the child and tells her that they should part ways for good. Chiharu tears and clutches her son even tighter. They ultimately sign the divorce papers in the following scene. The duo awakens in the chair moments later. The officials question them about their experience, but they remain motionless in their seats. They get up and confront each other when they have calmed down. Chiharu is devastated by what she has just witnessed. She hits Yuchi and calls him a liar for vowing to always be by her side. Yuchi is at a loss for words. He merely believes that it is better that they know this before their wedding since it allows them to take a step back and avoid spending time on each other. They don't want to marry with that kind of future. Yuchi requests that his wedding planner cancel the ceremony. Officials are stunned, but they support the couple's decision. Chiharu returns home, but she feels as if she is missing a piece of herself following her breakup with Yuchi. Her flatmate attempts to console her by advising her not to marry because all guys change after marriage. However, the suggestion does little to improve her mood. She keeps herself occupied with work for the following few days. When she has free time, she either goes swimming or hangs out with a buddy to distract herself from Yuchi. She returns home one day to find a parcel from the wedding planner containing the film Yuchi was meant to gift her on their 10th wedding anniversary. As she considers playing it, she receives a phone call from Yuchi. It turns out that the corporation sent them the wrong tapes, so he instructs her to throw them away. Chiharu says she will, but after the call, she can't help but play it in the hopes of seeing him one final time. Yuchi meets her in the video and apologizes for all of his sins over the years. He admits to being non-communicative at times and maintains that, even though he doesn't express it, he adores her. To Chiharu's amazement, he also admits that their meeting at the bus stop was not the first time he saw her. He had actually spotted her at the train station one day and knew she was the one. After that, he looked forward to seeing her around the neighborhood. He had always wanted to approach her but had never had the courage until he spotted her at the bus stop that day. He had even left his umbrella on the bus in order to spend time with her. Yuchi concludes the video by advising her that they should go to a movie theater and see if they are showing a love film. If they are, it means that they were always meant to be. Chiharu is sobbing by the end of the video. She is preoccupied with a plethora of issues. Without much thought, she dashes to the movie theater where they had their first date. To her dismay, it is showing a scary film rather than a romantic one. She is about to go when Yuchi appears and invites her to the movies with him. The pair exchanges smiles and kisses. Then we learn that they have been witnessing the stimulation up until now. The wedding was also cancelled as part of the simulation. The pair opens their eyes, Still reeling from the emotional roller coaster of the last 2 hours, they stand up from their seats without saying anything to each other. The planner congratulates them and inquires about their experience, but the couple remains silent. We observe them walking through a park in the following scene. They haven't spoken to each other since they saw the stimuli. After a lengthy walk, they hold hands and smile at each other. The end. Please subscribe to assist the channel, turn on notification and leave a like. Thank you for taking the time to watch. See you again soon.